Hello, beautiful community of amazing people. I just wanted to share with you today something really important that's on my heart. I just spent a couple hours dancing, my favorite Sunday morning activity. As I've mentioned before, just ecstatic dance, praying for whatever's on my heart that day. And today, what was on my mind is people feeling good. I listened to a talk on the way here, and one of the things that was said, I want people to feel so good that they never feel like picking up guns and killing each other. And that was something that touched me deep inside, and I danced to that today, prayed for that. And a lot of things came to me around that, around why we hurt each other, why we are in inner conflict, why are we in conflict with other people around us all the time. And I think it's really important, and I'm going to share it with you right now. And a couple of the things that stood out, first and foremost, were that hatred and jealousy are, of course, the two big reasons why people hurt each other and are in conflict with each other. And of course anger is in there, but anger is really a product of jealousy and hatred. And actually hatred is really a product of jealousy. It's all a product of that perception of I have not. Somebody has and I have not. Others have and I have not. And of course it's never that thing outside ourselves that we have not. And it's always something that we feel inside that we all carry around with us. At least myself and most of the people I know carry this around inside. And you know, a lot of people say, oh, we all want love ultimately, but to me, even love is something outside of ourselves. So the most fundamental thing that's at our own core, that's something in us, is innocence. We're all aching for innocence, and I wanted to share that with you. It's so important to, you know, stop thinking of the things outside of ourselves as the things we have not or can't achieve or can't get, having been raised in this perception of I can't have, I'm not allowed, I can't have, I'm not allowed. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that specific imprint that we all have in a moment. But the most important thing to understand is that innocence is something that many of us walk around detached from within ourselves. We don't have that original innocence that we're born with. I came across a parenting philosophy one time in India that talks about how for the first 6 years of a child's life they should be treated as a king or a queen, where everything is granted to them and they don't have any responsibilities. They don't have to clean up after themselves, they don't have to act appropriately, they don't have to follow the rules. Of course, you know, keeping the kids safe is one thing, but all the other stuff that we make kids as early as 3, 2, 4 years old, you know, and I have a daughter, she's 4, and you know, I'm guilty of this myself. Of course, it's my imprint, so I do my best not to pass it on, but there it is, we all do it, right? So they should be treated as kings and queens during those first 6 years, so that that imprint of innocence and, oh, I desire I get, I desire I get, I desire I get, can live inside of them as something anchored and true. And it's after those 6 years that you start to hone, start to direct that oh, I'm able to do anything experience to, okay, so what should you do? Where should you focus your attention? What should you love? How should you behave? Now that you have that knowing that you are pure and holy inside, anchored in you, how then should you direct that in the world? And what good can you do? How should you behave that is culturally and appropriate to the family and appropriate to living in a community with your fellow human beings and animals and plants and the whole environment? So really restoring people to innocence is my top priority, because it's that perception that allows us to say, oh, I just lost the woman that I love to somebody else, and that's okay because I'm innocent. I'm pure. I'm not less than. I'm not disgusting. I'm not pathetic. I'm innocent. Oh, I just don't didn't get the job that I wanted. Oh, I don't have the environment that is ideal for me. Well, you know what? I'm innocent. I can have that. I am innocent and I can have that. I'm innocent and I can have that. And there's one thing I want you to take away from this. It's sit up in bed in the morning and say to yourself, I am innocent, I can have that. I am innocent, I can have that. I am innocent, I can have that. And it's not about accumulating, it's not about greed, of course, because greed is the lack, it's a lack of innocence. It's still in that lack. But it's I am innocent and I can have that because it's ultimately your heart that is innocent, and it's ultimately your heart that desires to do good and impact the world in the best way possible and feel connected and bring other people into connection. And it's in that connection, that holiness, that innocence, that we can all live as a community without having to exclude anybody, which of course leads to that conflict over and over again. So please do what you can to connect your innocence. One of the things that I like to do is have pictures of myself as a child around, have pictures of my parents as children around, and of course my children are there, and just looking around at the adults and seeing the child in each and every one of them, and especially when there's conflict, seeing the child in each and every one of the people who are around you. It's the best way of relating, and I hope you can take that into your heart, and I hope to live that with you in a beautiful world where we can create heaven in our bodies, heaven in the world. That's my mission. Hey, it may happen in 10,000 years that we can all do it together. Thank you, and may you have a blessed, innocent life and innocence in every moment. Thank you.